File now, file later. I think we all understand the later that you file, what happens? The more you're going to get. I think we all know that. Okay, so there's some switching strategies that are in your little manila folder right there. File and suspend and restricted application. This is where you learn how to, can I use the word work the system? Can I use that without offending anyone? Or should I say, let's learn how to maximize our benefits?
Oh, I like that.
Which one would you prefer? Work the system.
Sure.
All right. So there's going to be some income gaps. Now, raise your hand if you have a pension from the big three or another large firm. You have a pension? Everybody, just one pension in the room? Two pensions?
I have a pension, but not from the big three. I thought you said we had from the big three.
Do you have a pension from any company that you know is safe? One, two.
You thought GM was safe.
We did think it was safe at one time. So a few people have a pension. So there's a three-legged stool that we're all sitting on in retirement. If we're lucky enough, we have a pension. The second one is Social Security, which we're delving into today. And the third one is your nest egg. And you're hoping that you can derive income from all three in the future, so you can maintain your standard of living. But if you come up short, there's something you're going to have to do, and this report will tell you if you're going to be coming up short. What have I got to do so I can get more money from two, maybe at least two of the sources of income that is coming into me? Okay? So here's how you go on the site. Does everybody know how to get on there or has already been on there? So this is something you've already done. Do you want to write this thing down? www.ssa government. You want to jot that down? Okay. Got it? Very good. Next. Okay, so here we are. There's a big discrepancy here at 62, 66, and 70. This is something that we all know. Here's this person supposed to get $2,000 a month at full retirement age, at 100%. If they file early, it's only 75% of that in 80, 86, and 93. So you can see the $1,500, there's another $500 a month if I just wait a wee bit. Then, if you delay, because you have other assets that you can tap and delay, you can see by the time you're 70, there's $1,100 difference. $1,500 and $2,600. $1,100. What could you do with $1,100 a month? Could you get a cottage up north? Could you send a grandchild to college? What could you do with the extra $1,100 a month?
You have a hell of a man cave.
Yes, sir. So what do you think your wife would say about that? So this is what we're trying to accomplish here. How can we wait longer? How can we use some strategies to get more out of the system? Okay? So here we are talking about these switching strategies, and it's somewhat complex. And that's why I want you to write down, if you're going to come to see us to get this free report, please send me this PowerPoint. But you may not get it the first time. I didn't. I want this to be very thorough. I want this to be understandable. I want to take complicated things and make them simple. I'm a simple man. I want things that are, as I get older, I want life to be more simple. I don't want life to be more complex. Okay? So here we go. Let's just say that you weren't in this class, and you're the typical American, and you say, you know what? This system's going out of business. I better get my money while I can. I'm just going to file at 62 because that's all I know. I'm going to run down to that office at 62 and file. The other one I'm going to do is when I'm 65, I got to sign up for Medicare. And other than that, that's all you're going to do. Because you don't know any better. No one's taught you this. Next, please. So here's the first one. File and suspend. It's on your cheat sheet in there a filing strategy. So here's where it starts to get a little complex, okay? Everybody with me? All right, so before you do anything with that strategy, you need to be how old? What's full retirement age for most of us? 66. So you need to be 66 to do this thing. So the payments are suspended. You're increasing the amount that you're going to be getting from Uncle Sam 8% a year. And if you wait from 66 to 70, what's 4 times 8?
32.
Very good, Ike. You're not getting a book, Ike. So there's 132% of your full retirement age. At that time, your spouse becomes eligible for spousal benefits or getting 50% of yours. File and suspend. Now we're going to do some examples of all this. I don't want you to memorize any of this. There's 2,728 rules. I don't want you to memorize anything. What I want you to do is keep an open mind so that we can work together and get the data from you to put in a report to tell you what to do. That's what I want to happen. Memorizing all this, this is not for me. Next, please. Here's the second one. A restricted application. Again, somebody has to hit that magic age of 66. That's the key age here, 66. And these are the elements of it. It's somewhat similar to the file and suspend. Let me read you exactly what this thing is, because this always baffles me. Can I just go ahead and read it to you verbatim as to what this thing is? Because this one sometimes baffles me. Can I just read you the doggone thing straight from the book?
Yes.
Is that okay with you?
Yes.
It's a little boring. Filing a restricted application at full retirement age will allow a second spouse to receive spousal benefits on the first spouse, regardless of whether or not the first spouse is receiving benefits. As in the previous slide, and what's often the case is that the first spouse files at 66 but doesn't start the benefits until they're 70. So they're able to receive the delayed retirement credits each year. However, here's your however, the second spouse can still receive the same credits and collect the spousal benefit at the same time. In this example, the second spouse would receive $1,000 per month the first year and cost of living adjustments each year until she reaches 70 and switches to her own benefit. This may sound confusing, so we will walk through an actual example. Everybody got that?
No.
Congratulations. That's why Social Security is so crazy. It's so convoluted. It's been around 80 years, and every time the government gets their hands on it, they make it more complicated. And the agents there don't understand it. Okay, next please. So here's an example. Let's look at an example so we can understand what we got here. So here we have Tom and Nancy. He's 66, she's 64. He's entitled to $2,000 a month, she's entitled to $1,000 a month. That's our starting point. So what happens? Tom files and suspends at 66. He files and suspends at 66. Nancy goes restricted. She does a restricted application. He files and suspends, she does a restricted. Each year that he's not collecting his benefits, how much will it increase? 8% per year. So if he's at 66 and he waits till he's 70, he's got an additional 32% there that's coming to him. She's still getting $1,000 a month because his was at what, $2,000 a month. She's getting half of his. So here's what he gets at 70, and then at 70 she switches over from restricted to just the regular amount, and they're doing just fine and dandy. Okay?
Why does she get any? Because I don't understand that at all.
Women get spousal benefits.
Isn't there a connection with
Is there
Who makes the most?
Yeah.
Which
Is there a
one makes
condition or
the,
something?
if the lady made more than the man,
Salary.
then he could get half of hers,
Right.
Okay.
because
Yes.
What is the difference between restricted and just regular, plain out filing for Social Security? What does restricted mean in that
It
sense?
restricts that you're getting income from yourself. You're getting it from someone else. You're getting it from the other partner.
Okay, but does the other partner have to file, can they just regularly file and be collecting?
Well, that's what the computer's going to tell us. And that's what I'm not going to answer. Because I don't have a good answer, and if I don't have a good answer, I want the computer to tell me what the answer is. Because I don't want to tell you wrong. Yes, sir.
Is it safe to assume, not to sound like a male chauvinist, but wives usually don't work full-time because of family obligations? So the husband or the man usually earns more income than the wife. So
That's
as a
true.
result.
Even if the woman is working, they usually
But
earn more.
in most cases, in all due respect, women do not make as much as males. That's another issue, and Obama's going to take care of all that.
Oh, yeah, right.
But, I mean, so the point is that could have effect.
Well, look at the difference here. If that couple would have just said, give it to me at 62, right? He'd be getting what, 2,000? That's 24,000 a month, a year. Instead, he's going to get an additional $10,000. She, by doing a little paperwork, instead of getting $12,000 a year, she's going to get 16, just by doing a little paperwork and being patient and understanding the system and using timing at the right time. Yes, sir.
I retired 10 years ago at 50 years old. I've drawn a full pension. I'll be 61 in June.
Okay.
They're telling me at 62 that my pension automatically drops and Social Security kicks in, so I don't have nothing to say about it.
Who'd you retire from?
Ford Motor.
They're doing that to the Ford people. The union is doing that. The union is forcing people to take less from Ford and more from Social Security. That's a union thing.
Well, I didn't get to vote on. I was a union steward.
I mean, do you recall when they did all that shuffling around?
That's the contract I retired in 2005.
So you have to start collecting at 62?
They told me it automatically
Wow.
changed.
But you'll get a little bit more from what I'm
Yeah,
understanding.
so it's not like, I can't wait till 66 or 70, because I've been retired 10 years already.
Okay. There's still some things we can do for you.
Okay,
Yes,
but
yes,
could
ma'am.
I
Yes, ma'am.
know, because we're gonna be 62 within like a few months of each other, would I be able to file restricted at 62?
So you have to wait till you're 66.
Get a job, so I can.
So, so this is a little complex. For a married couple, there's 81 unique combinations. There's not one hat that's going to fit everyone. That's why we take the data, put it in the computer, and get the report. Next, please. Okay, Deborah, you're up.
Give her the tough section.
She's the answer lady.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, first of all, we have 10 major questions. Okay, most of the questions that everybody always asks us. So this is a list of compound questions so we can get to know a little bit of it, and these are the questions that we answer when you come visit us. Number 1, I applied for early benefits and now we regret the decision. Is there anything I can do?
Meaning I have filed, okay.
For early benefits. Right, so that's one question that's related to someone that needs to have to be answered. Number 2, can I file and suspend, which is what we were discussing, and collect a spousal benefit? We've already discussed that. But those are questions that most people have. Question number 3, can I calm my spousal benefit at 62 or claim spousal benefit at 62 and switch to my own benefit at age 70? Number 4, can I claim my own small benefit at 62 and jump up to 50% of my spouse benefit at full retirement age, FRA? Question number 5, what happens if I keep working? How many of us want to keep working to death?
Death, is that the only other?
Wow.
I don't know how many folks want to just keep
How
working.
about that I want to? I'll work as long as I want to.
Some people have hobbies that they want to switch to, but it ends up working. So how many folks want to do that? You know, there's always folks who want to have a second career. Number 6, I'm divorced. Can I collect Social Security off my ex-spouse record while my own benefit builds delayed credits? Have a lot of divorcees.
That's my question.
Okay? And that's another way we'll be able to answer that. Number 7, my husband has died. Oh, I don't like that. Can I take a survivor benefit now and switch to my own benefit later? Number 8, I am 66, but I have a young wife, 25, well, it's actually 45. We have 2 young children. Can my wife and kids get Social Security benefits? Number 9, I don't qualify for Social Security because in my teaching job, I paid into an alternate retirement system. Can I get spousal benefits? As you know, teachers, they have like the 403Bs and other things. Okay. Number 10, how can I maximize my Social Security benefit? We all want to do that. Is that correct? Want to get the 100% full benefit. Those are the major 10 questions that we will answer to you when you come to meet us.
Thank you.
But you won't answer them now?
Because everybody's scenario is different. We will be here, to be honest with you, we will be here another couple of hours.
Okay, let's continue on. Thank you, Deborah. Very good.
Right time?
Let's keep on going. It's almost 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So let's get real and take a look at how this thing works out once you get your report. Okay? So here's the case study that you have in your folder. Joe and Deborah. This is the one that's in here. Let's be sure that they're synchronized here. Yes, Joe and Deborah. So this is what the report will tell them what to do, but let's see how it all came to be. All right? So, he's 63, his amount is $21.75. He's going to probably live to 85, which sounds good to me. She's 61, she's going to live a little longer. What they need to have coming in the door after taxes is about $5,400 to replace that income that they're making. That's after taxes. So that's what, about $65,000 a year, $68,000 a year. That's what they need to replace. That's what they need to have coming in from other sources. Okay? So, this is not too shabby. If they live to be that